Hey, how's it going? It's been a while. And the garage has changed a little bit since the last time you guys saw it. Don't worry about this plywood. There's two explanations for the plywood being here. One, I gotta fix the plywood that's holding up the panels in my basement. It's chipping away. And two, I'm going to create a project board in here because I am switching focuses of the channel for now. Car stuff, as you guys probably know, because everything else is going up in price, is very expensive. And me, where I'm at in life, I cannot afford to do car stuff right now. So I'm going to stick with what I know, which is electrical. I've been doing electrical for a couple years now. Really close to getting my license. And that's kind of what this video is about. I'm going to talk about some tools that I personally recommend and some tools that I personally recommend you stay away from. But I also bought a Chinese diesel heater that can run off this battery. And it's starting to get colder. It's November at the time of this recording. Yeah, I'm wearing my Carhartt. So I'm going to have to get this fired up soon and vent it out the back of the garage somehow. So I could be out here December, January, February, really cold weather and not be freezing my balls off. So, oh, and I also have the reel mounted to the ceiling finally. I got the drive roll for the welder as well. I just need to get gas and stuff so I can start welding up that shelf for my crappy little pancake air compressor. But other than that, that's about it for stuff in the garage. I haven't been out here in a while. But first things first on the tool list, hammer. You're going to be using a lot. You're going to be using the hammer a lot. Get yourself a Klein Tools hammer. No ifs, ands, or buts. I mean, other hammers might work, but how do I explain this? So I have some coworkers, and they have Husky hammers that are the head comes out to here, and then the flat part is about right here. And when you're doing electrical work, sometimes you have to be nailing staples up onto the sill in the basement. And this hammer is meant for that because of how long it is. And their hammer, they have to go like this and get their hand up in a weird position when I could just go like this. It saves time and it saves scrapes on the top of your hand because then you got to jam your hammer in there, try and get the staple in. Definitely recommend getting one of those. They're obviously more expensive than normal hammers, but they're electrician's hammers for a reason. Get yourself one. Next on the list, pliers. You're going to be using pliers all the time. Hold on, let me move my unorganized bullshit out of the way. Oh, Chinese heater. Ah. There you go. Wrong drawer. Wrong drawer again. Wrong drawer again. There we go. Okay. Klein Tools. For those of you who don't know what this is, these are called diagonal cutters. We call them dikes for short out in the field. But what makes these so different is you see how they're angled? You can get straight ones where this isn't bent at all. But the reason why this is bent and why it's better is when you're doing work, and let's just say you mess up something, right? So, how do I explain this? So these wires I have ran in my garage. You see those blue staples right there? Let it focus back on it. Come on. Yeah, the blue staples. Something like that, those. When you mess up, those are usually how you run wires in residential. Like you use staples to staple up the non-metallic sheath wire, or sometimes you can use it on MC. That's beside the point. So it's so you can put the plier like this and then rock it. How do I demonstrate this? Okay, hold on. Let's actually demonstrate this. Why the hell not? I got time, right? And that's what you guys are here for. So I'm gonna get my mint Klein Tools hammer, which you guys should already be looking on Amazon at this point. while I'm talking about this. Just have the video running in the background. I gotta put the phone down. Give me a second. All right, so I nailed a staple into this 2x4. I didn't fully sink it because you're never going to fully sink it because there's going to be a wire behind here, but I didn't feel like taking out some wire and wasting it because it's expensive nowadays to show you this. So, see how it's angled? If I put the angled part flat on the wood, and then I grab that, and then I push towards the wood, well, the wood wouldn't move because this would be like a joist, like a ceiling joist or like a stud for a wall. But you just, oh God, I gotta employ my foot here. Stay there. Okay, then you push. Wow, really making me look bad. I'll admit defeat. I put that really far in there, and this is pressure treated. So, that's what that's for. 99.9% times out of 100, it'll just pop right out, but it's being a little bitch for me right now. So, here's another thing that are really good about these. They're very good cutters. They're good at cutting wire, and they're also good at cutting staples. So, you could just cut the staple. Then you can just wiggle this side out. Chuck that on the ground like electricians do. I usually go back and pick it up, but you know, it's the meme. Electricians leave the mess on the job site. Everyone likes to complain about the electricians, right? Take that out. Boom. And the reason why I recommend the Kleins is because they're good quality. And if you get these specific kind of pair, you'll recognize them by the grip. I'm pretty sure they are packaged and marketed as journeyman diagonal cutters. And special about those is that if you blow them up, or if they stop working, or there's like a defect, you can get another pair for free. I'm pretty sure there's some sort of thing. I am not 100% on that. You're going to have to look that up and, you know, like, don't believe everything you hear on the internet, even though I'm out here telling you things to believe on the internet. Kind of like cross-reference that, look it up on Klein Tools or something like that. I'm pretty sure you can get a free replacement if you blow up yours or if something happens to these, because I'm pretty sure there's a lifetime guarantee, like limited lifetime guarantee, but it's better than no guarantee, right? People have been watching the channel since the beginning, which is not very many of you. They'll recognize these. I use these improperly on the thermostat removal video because I didn't have any other pliers, and since I'm an electrician, I just had these laying around, grabbed them to pull the thermostat out of the thermostat housing of this shitty old Pontiac that I used to have sitting here that's gone. So they got all fucked up and rusty. But these are strippers. Now here's what I'll tell you to avoid. If I were me, and I'd go back and buy these again, I would get the Klein Tools non-metallic sheathed cable strippers. The difference is it will have holes like this to strip the individual conductors, but it'll also have giant holes that are specifically sized to strip Romex, like 14.2 and 12.2. That is extremely useful. It saves time. It also saves the hassle of whipping out the razor knife, which a lot of electricians like to do. Personally, at my job, they don't like that I use these, but I still do it anyway because this is a tool that was specifically designed to do a specific purpose, and it serves that purpose. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And it saves time. Oh, I dropped it. Good. Ah, shit. It's the devil's pliers now. I gotta go grab them. Okay. It's almost like Satan's French fry when you drop it in between the seats and you can't go get it. I'm not moving the plywood. So, those pliers, if you're doing residential, get the other kind that have the Romex strippers on them. If you're not doing residential, then it really doesn't matter. You can get these because these are good for commercial because, you know, it has a ton more wire gauge sizes. I mean, all those little holes that I was showing in the beginning, those are different wire gauge sizes. So this is like 10 gauge all the way down to 16 or 18. I'm pretty sure that's why I bought these, because I was going to be doing car stuff, but I needed an extra set of strippers for my house, these wire strippers, and I needed the Romex strippers on them, but I messed up and bought the wrong ones. So I guess this isn't an avoid category. I think this is a comes down to personal preference. I don't really think I have any tools in here at the moment to show you to avoid, but if you guys have any questions and you put them in the comments, I'll answer them. I mean, what else do I have to do, right? Okay. Another big thing for pliers are linesmen. I think I'm going to make this into multiple parts. I don't think I'm going to go through all of the tools right now, because there's a lot of tools. I might even make a whole video or video series of my entire tool bag, because I have a giant Klein Tools tool bag at work, and I have a couple $100 worth of tools in there. And I also have material in the bottom that I usually run out of, and it's just good to have extras around. So these, my friends, are linesman pliers. Commercial electric, they're the cheap Home Depot ones. I mean, you can't really go wrong with them. I don't really know how old these pair are because I kind of had them given to me, and they're my home spare set. But when you're going for linesman pliers, I really recommend you go for one that has that little thing right there. Those are crimpers. And these are very, very useful. Instead of you can crimp wires with them, obviously, crimper. And then you can crimp down barrel lugs, or what else do people call those things? They're called barrel lugs. Crimp sleeve, that's what I was looking for. Crimp sleeves for your ground wires. You can use that to crimp the crimp sleeve down. And yeah, these are really useful. I will never buy a pair of linesmen that doesn't have a crimper on the end. And like I said before, Klein Tools makes one that is also got that journeyman marketing on it. So it may also have that lifetime limited warranty that I was talking about before, but I'm not completely sure. I have those that I use at work. These are just my home pair. But when it comes to linesman pliers, these have actually been really pretty damn good. And they're, for how old they are, I mean, I am opening and closing this pretty damn easily. I did have to attack it with WD-40 a couple times to get it to loosen up. But other than that, these are pretty damn good. I think that's where I'll end it off for today, because I got other stuff I got to do. It's great talking to you guys again, and other than that, have a nice day.